All right, hello, and welcome to the June Mermaid activation. So welcome to those of you who might be joining live, as well as those who are going to be journeying with me on the replay. I am so grateful and so excited to do this sacred work with you here today. So a little rundown of the events, or kind of the agenda of the evening, is first I'm going to bring us into a meditation, and we're going to really work and explore the relationship with the goddess Sedna, who is one of the original mermaids. Then I'm going to do a reading. Within the meditation is the activation. Then I'll do a reading so that we can explore what the month of June, how we can nurture ourselves and the energies and really use them to align to our mission and our desires. And then finally, an opportunity to take a deep dive into this process and into this work. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the meditation, really calling ourselves present, really coming into this time and this moment so that we can be open and receptive to what the goddess has for us today, and specifically the mermaid archetype. So allow yourself to get really comfortable, closing down the eyes. Breathing nice and deep. We're going to start to create this beautiful sound of the ocean as it comes in and crashes on shore and gets swept out to sea. So just a beautiful inhale through the nose. And exhale, push it out through the mouth. Journeying into a space of deep relaxation, inhaling and exhaling. And keeping that going. And as you surrender, start to bring yourself into this energy of floating in this beautiful sea foam green body of water, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you are held, knowing that you are here for a reason. And so, as I mentioned, we are working with the goddess Sedna this evening. And Sedna is an Inuit goddess, a mermaid goddess, and I'm going to put her myth aside and just share that Sedna controls the sea. She sends what those in the villages need. And when there is a tipping of the scales that isn't balanced, so when those who she supports take more than what they need, she holds back. And the village shaman is called down into the watery depths to braid her hair because she cannot do it herself. They are called to make an offering to her, and particularly braiding her hair. And once they do that, then balance is restored, needs are met. And so Sedna comes to you today, and she invites you, she asks you to make an offering to her, to give something over. And she said that she wants to make this relationship and this process easy and loving. And so she asks you to offer to her something that you no longer need, something that you no longer want, something that you are no longer willing to hold. This can be a relationship, a pattern of behavior, a belief, But whatever it is, just lovingly hand it over. She receives it. She takes it. And she kind of absorbs it into her heart space and transmutes it for you. So you are left with flow. And you are left with love. And she gives you abundance. So just breathing in, creating that sound of the ocean wave once again, inhaling in through the nose, sharing it out through the mouth. Now to really swim into this next part of the journey, of the process. Sedna asks you to bring a longing, a desire, a goal, a dream into your awareness. And she teases you and says, don't you dare play small, beloved. What is it that you really want? What is it that you truly seek? Let it rise up to the surface of your being, letting it come up from the depths of your awareness, rising up, up, up into your consciousness, into your heart, and just letting it float on the surface of your awareness. Let it be. And she teases you again and she says, beloved, not only do I want you to think big, I want you to get honest. Does this desire excite you? Does the process of working towards it get you out of bed in the morning with joy, with anticipation? Or does it make you shy away? Are you resistant? Is it something you think you should want rather than something you truly want? And again, all she asks is for you to be honest, for you to be raw. Answer authentically with a yes, this is what I want, or you've got me, I'm playing small, it's not what I want. And if it's not what you want, my love, you are now gifted this blessing, this opportunity to say yes to what you do want. And that desire continues to float. Now she wants you to embody it, and she'll help you, she'll support you in this process of embodying this desire with an activation. So continue to float in the beautiful seafoam green energy, this beautiful frequency. And be open to what she offers now. Lura Bahia, Lula Maia, Waha. Tu, Kiayo to Kuntuya, Kundare 𝐾𝐞𝐜𝐴𝐼𝐺𝐻 Kandia Ho Haka. Returning to the breath, inhaling Exhaling. Inhaling. And releasing it. And she says at this time, if you feel at ease and peace staying in this meditative, activated state, then do so. You can receive the reading in this energy. But sister, if you feel at peace and at ease, coming back to this moment, to this time, then start to gently come back. And today's reading will give you a little nudge, a little guidance on the desire, on your yes. This is what I want. And because this is a collective reading, find the aspects that genuinely resonate within you and make peace. Surrender the rest. So the first one is, what is the energy of these desires? Thank you. Oh, wow, 2 cards. So we have communication and we have support. Breathing into this communication and support, and the center of this message is really this desire for connection, this longing for transparency is what I'm hearing, vulnerability, and what Spirit wants to know, that this transparency, this connection, this vulnerability starts with you. So how can we all show up and be a little bit more transparent? And many of you, this is transparency of what you want, what it is you desire, what you long for. No longer accepting less than what you want, no longer asking for less than what you desire, but showing up fully, transparently, openly, and saying, Source, God, however you understand that nature, that word, that being, maybe it's to a partner, maybe it's to a circle. This is what I want. This is what I claim for myself. But the call for June is to start being very open about your desires. No longer giving into this belief that if you speak it, it might not happen. This is a program that I know I myself run. No longer being afraid that people are going to say, oh my gosh, you are too big for your britches, or that's a pipe dream, that's never going to happen. Instead, opening yourself up and saying, yes, 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 this is what I claim for myself. And as you do that, knowing you will receive the support that is essential, that is necessary, that is needed in order to see this come into full form, come into physical manifestation. So that's that first energy that we are working with, the energy of our desires. So transparency, vulnerability, and connection. These are not, it's not a small task that we've been gifted from Sedna, from the merfolk, if you will. Being transparent means leaving us open and keeping ourselves open, regardless of how others react or interact with what it is we are saying. Okay? So a potential course of action, if you're curious, if your interest is piqued, this is the starfish reading, a starfish spread that I've adapted from. This is the Wisdom of the Mermaids Oracle. So a potential course of action is to proceed gently. And that was a word that was coming through during this activation, is being at peace, proceeding gently, being gentle with yourself, being compassionate with yourself. And so this course of action is, what is that next simple, basic step that you can take? And letting this be a fluid journey, letting this be, you know, getting in your floaty on the lazy river and letting the current take you. Not paddling upstream, not even paddling downstream, but letting yourself be supported, letting yourself be guided down the river, down into the I'm seeing like this river that opens into the ocean of love. Sounds very hokey, sounds very cheesy, but that is the call, that is the message. This intention that you've set, this desire, this longing is pure in nature. It is something that you've taken a lot of time to consider. It's something that you've maybe wanted for some time, but have been hesitant to really ask for it and to truly go all into it. And so the call in June is to claim it gently and openly. What a beautiful message. So how are we being called to expand our awareness, to really expand our consciousness? There is such a call here. It's the energy of waiting. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for permission to claim, to ask for, to manifest, to take action on? Because Spirit is saying, the merfolk, Sedna, and I'm also picking up Yamanya, who is another mermaid guide, is saying no one is going to offer you that permission. It comes from within. It comes by claiming it, by saying it, by stating it. Okay. So what are you bringing into your awareness right now? Where are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for? Because what I'm hearing is it's time to slice. It's time to sever the cord of waiting. Cut the anchor. It's like if maybe we swap out the inner tube or the floaty for a boat that's hooked to a dock. Unhook yourself, sever the anchor so you can glide forward, so you can journey into this next chapter, into this next, what I'm hearing is like into the desire. The desire can't manifest until you go towards it. But right now you might be kind of treading water or struggling just to stay in the same place, so that, my goodness, you're not working upstream, but you're not letting yourself float down either. All right, and so the next one is, what externally is going to be reflected to you in the month of June? And we have gratitude. Whew. I just felt like a total wave of love crash over me. So when you stop waiting for that permission, when you stop fighting the current that wants to sweep you, just take you to what you want, gratitude is there. You're going to be seeing so much to be thankful for. For many of you, when you cut the cord, when you sever the anchor, when you let yourself float, you're going to realize that you're right there. It's right there. Whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you're calling in, it's right there. All you have to do is go towards it. Okay? I just heard from Spirit, why are you fighting so hard against what you want? Woo! Why are you struggling and trying to talk yourself out of it? Spirit can't give you the yes ma'am, it's gonna happen, until you speak, until you say, until you, I'm hearing this big, like, claim it. Until you claim that, yes, this is what I want. Nothing else will do, nothing else will suffice. This is what I choose for me. And again, it's like, you're gonna find that it's a heartbeat away. It's one baby step. It's one swipe and disconnect from the anchor into what you want, into that ocean. of abundance. So starting it off tonight on the eve, if you're catching this live or the replay, what is it that you can truly be in reverence of, in gratitude of, in the here and now? Whoo! And finally, the outcome. So what awaits if we follow the guidance, if we follow the messages offered here tonight? The outcome is contentment. And this is so much more than, you know, sometimes it's like we want to be happy, or we want to be rich, or we want contentment is where it's at, is what Sedna is saying. Contentment is peace. It brings so much more than the desire our way. It's knowing, being content that all our needs are met, all of what we want unfolds and manifests in divine time, in perfect time, when we are ready. And what Sedna really wants you to know is that you are ready. The resistance is that you don't want to claim it. You don't want to accept that it's what you want. You don't want to receive it. And that's the crux of the work that we all are here to do in June, is why don't we really want it? Or what is it that we're afraid of? When it manifests, are we afraid of being successful? Are we afraid of having what we want? There's a wound there. And when we sink into the wound, right? When we see that this wound, when we see the resistance as kind of this treasure chest of, oh, that's why I've been sabotaging myself, or that's why I haven't been willing to say, this is what I want, this is what I claim. It cracks so much open, and we enter contentment. Really beautiful message for us here this evening. So I think we need one more card. So we're proceeding gently, we're cutting these anchors. Is there one other baby step that we can all take, that we can kind of move into? Two cards, acceptance and love. This is such a mermaid such a mermaid energy, such a mermaid vibe that we're picking up for June. Accept that what you most want is love. Can we all just kind of bring that into the heart space? Whew. At the heart of that desire, that longing, that want, that dream, at the heart of it, when we clear away the things, the people, the stuff, when we clear it away, what we're really manifesting, what we really want is love, divine love, sacred love, unconditional love that we not just receive for ourselves, but that we receive for all and share with everyone. Okay? So breathing in that love, that joy, that abundance of love. All right. So this was a really powerful activation. Really beautiful reading. And I'm feeling that gentle float happening. The words are coming in quite fast, but I can't quite get my mouth to speed up, and that's so intentional. That's the message. We want it to be fast, but it can be slow. We can drift into what we want. We can glide there, float there, rather than force, then push, then hustle. We can enter love. We can receive more love through being love. Okay? Sounds, it's very watery. It's very mystical. And that's this energy of June. Woo! I love it. All right, so if you would like to continue with this energy, exploring, working with mermaids, working with flow, working with this love energy, the frequency of unconditional love, then maybe consider joining Wild Hearted Collective. We are going all in with mermaid guides in the month of June. So the theme is from doubt to trust. So if you doubt yourself, which that came through in the reading, and yes, it's the spread, but doubting that we are worthy of our desires, that we can have what we are desiring, that we are worthy of our wants, right? That came in. So if you are doubting that, if you're doubting your intuition, if you're doubting what's possible for you, then join us. Come into our ocean, come into our circle, and start to enter trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your spiritual support team, and work with your mermaid guide, who is so well versed in diving into the unconscious and clearing these blocks so that we can be more open and receptive, and then we can flow and float into our desires. And I will drop a link to that down in the video description, in the comments. The month includes a mermaid guide meditation. It's deep sea diving with your mermaid guide, where you journey into your unconscious and really explore those doubts that are arising for you, that are keeping you still and stagnant. It's coming up on June 5th. You can join us live or catch the replay. The Intuitive Locks Cosmic Cross. Ooh, that kind of tripped me up there. It's an 11 card reading. 11 cards, yeah. Yeah, it's 11 cards, and we're going to explore where you are in regards to your intuition, trusting it, where you are in regards to doubt, and journey through it. We also have a beautiful guest workshop with Ash King of Studio 429. She's going to help us all create altar cards using the wisdom of our mermaids. And I just pack the group with information, resources, and guidance throughout the month. I do have an open channel in June where you can ask a question, anything that's on your heart in regards to mission or healing, and I will channel a response for you. Okay? So that is what I have. I do hope that this activation gets you June ready, gets you excited to explore this frequency. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me either in the comments or info@KarenMonaco.com, which you can also find down in the video description. Okay, my love, again, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, for sharing space. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.